I do you wrong. I do you wrong.
Big up in a Barrington Higgins. Big up in a Mr. Pang. Big up yourself, Mr. Pang. Favor, big up yourself, you know. I'm send go call it. I'm send go call the Labourite them for over Raskelly there. I'm send go call the Labourite them, cause me tell. Send go call the Labourite them over Raskelly, cause me tell them to come on. Me ready. I mean, I know what they still do over there. I'm go call them there. Cashmere Chin, good morning. Father Dark Night, good morning. I'm send go over Raskelly, go call the Labourite them, tell them to come, we ready. Cause me tell them to come on, we ready, and then steal it up over there. And tell Green King to come on for them platform. Labour Yard, good morning. Hey man, lie your fuck, brother. What a man wicked and lie. See? Him banned from my life, you know. So him can't come from my life. The Cosmos or whatever I want him. Guys, me do not have any of my equipment with me in Turkey. If somebody can get up the secondary device and me put them in a box. There's a voice note going around with Lawrence Rowe and Steve McGregor. If somebody can come in a box and play that for me this morning, and that will be the topic this morning. See? So if somebody can come in a box and play that voice note for me, and then we can get into that. There's also another video going around where, you know, we found out that Mark Golding and the PNP had been lying about the illicit 6, and the Integrity Commission has not come out and said anything, or they did not come out and say anything at the time that, you know, Mark Golding and the PNP was lying. So it states clear that the Integrity Commission is in bed with the People's National Criminal Organization. So if somebody can help me out, guys, somebody just jump in a box if you have a secondary device. Pull up there, and you can find the clip on my YouTube channel with Lawrence Rowe and Steve McGregor, you know, and we can get into that. Raskelly no really go to Jamaica, you know. Raskelly no money for travel go to Jamaica. And, you know, the lady when named Dan, you can see clearly say she not have it, because she say she do business and she say her daughter work somewhere. But yet, you know, I argue with government over money for bury dead. You understand? When people have money, they not go on NIS office and know if you go get no help. Them just bury them dead out of them pocket. So that state clear that platform is a PNP platform. When I send go call Black King, he's Green King over Raskelly, and I tell him to come. No, we're ready. See? I wanna share up your life, no man. We will get into it. See if you can get Classic as well. I believe Classic over there. No call Classic, tell him to come. Good morning, Judith. Father Rickster, big up yourself, you know. Long time, my boss. One bro, God, big up yourself as well. Garfield, big up yourself. On the rope and come in. Good morning again from the beautiful city of Istanbul. Right over there in Turkey. See? Beautiful infrastructure. You know, one day we hope that Jamaica will be like Turkey. You know? Turkish people are very proud people. They're always, you know, flying their flags. Their flags are always flying high. You know, this is what we expect from the Jamaican people. You know, we must become patriots again. You know, we must continue to fly the flag of Jamaica. You know, people like Raskelly and Cosmos and the lady that is on the live, they are non-patriotic. They would rather to see Jamaica tear down than to give credit where credit is due. You know? So one day we are hoping that Jamaica will look like this. Minus the traffic, we don't like traffic. We can't manage the traffic. But one day, you know, we are hoping that Jamaica will look, you know, like this, infrastructure-wise. I'm not saying go call the Labourite them, no man, ready for kick off the program, you know. It's Judith's birthday. Big up yourself, you know, Judith. Happy birthday to you. You know? Jamaica first, always. Big up yourself. Face, big up yourself in the face. See? We, the well-thinking Jamaicans, you know, we are not ignorant to the facts. And we are not, you know, persons that will talk down to our, you know, our leaders. We want to see our country blossom. We want to see our country look very much like this one that we are looking at now. You know? And I am calling again on the government of Jamaica this morning. Should anybody be listening to me, please send a delegation to Turkey, to the Istanbul airport. You know? We want an airport like that down in Westmoreland. That we want. Just a smaller one, but very much like that one. You know? It is state of the art in Istanbul. And the Wi-Fi in there bad. And the last few hours, the last few whole day. See? Mother kiss me yesterday in Ross over Raskelly, man. Me yesterday in Blackout and nastiness over there. Guys, I do not have any equipment with me in Istanbul to play music and play other things that we would usually listen to. So may I ask somebody if they can come in on my box this morning. And we want to play the clip with Lawrence Rowe and Steve McGregor. And we want to also play the clip of the lady from the Integrity Commission who states clearly that there was never any specific politician, you know, that was being investigated for illicit enrichment like the PNP was saying. You know? Alright, I must open discussion. Let me see if I can assist me with this thing, you know.
Good morning again, sir.
Yeah, my boss, you have a secondary device?
No, me have it, but me not have a secondary device, yes or no.
Okay, me want somebody play the clip for me with Lawrence Rowe and Steve.
Me have it, and me post it, and me are the first person to post it. We have it, but me not it depend on the device, sir.
Okay. Well, if somebody can come in a box, please. Kizzy saying can play.
If Kizzy about if what the young lady name again? The young lady have
Kizzy will come, man.
Make Raskelly go heat out thing father and him mother. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Raskelly a smarty man. Raskelly a liar.
Raskelly a PNP.
Raskelly a switch up him mouth. Him and the woman over there can talk about all of a sudden it's both sides. Anytime when you corner them, it's both sides. But make him go away. My name business, cause him blacking me now have nothing to do with me, cause that's why I tell him same is a blood clot liar.
Green King still over there, and I send go call Green King and tell him
me glad open discussion left. Me nothing me Black King left too.
Yeah man, him left. No, him over there still.
No man, no somebody go call him.
No go call him and tell him say, come, nobody sit down and debate with him no longer. Make Raskelly go away, cause him go Raskelly no live nowhere. Me in my house right now, I can shout out, show me can make beer nice. Come in my own house. Me not wake up nobody, me not disturb nobody. But Raskelly have to do in life them in a street. Let me tell you this. Me live a foreign 20 years. When you see anybody when you see wake up 5:30, 6:30, how much o'clock a morning, or before the man or any hours, and miserable across Jamaica government, I can't not live no life of foreign. You hear me? I tell you, anywhere Raskelly asleep, you know, sleep comfortable. So when you wake up, one thing depend in mind how him have to across Jamaica because he feel like a Jamaica making reach a foreign and a suffer. Cause if in life did good out here, Rascal and workless man. Me done with him. Anyways, Dujan when you ready, tell me.
And he left Jamaica and the PNP government, you know.
Yeah, he run well left Jamaica and the PNP government and he come like another park the where my broadcast from like I then live. Cause first Maddy, me tell you something. TikTok take a lot of data. And me no know how Rascally Uncle can broadcast from in a one park when they are fling out peer sensationalism, peer one liner. These people who speak with no facts. They don't have no source. When you ask them for quote a source, then can't. That the woman they went about her daughter is an auditor. And my daughter work at NHT, she's an auditor. Her daughter I disclose people personal and private information to her. The next thing I want to point out is a lot of Chinese are now Jamaicans. When them have a swearing in for Jamaicans, if you go look for the people and we take Jamaican citizenship. So if there's any Chinese out there where benefit from NHT money, because they take Jamaican citizenship and them are paid and dues to NHT and then now become viable and can get it. No make people fool, no make nobody use racism. Don't make nobody use reverse racism and tell you no foolishness. When me fly come at Jamaica on plane and me look, me see one heap of Chinese a come. When the people they land with them Jamaican passport. Them a clear immigration with them Jamaican passport. Them pity them attack patois. Better than Mark Golden too. Exactly. Who claim him ban
the Chinese was here.
Tell me already, Dujan.
Kizzy, let me tell Jamaica this. See, and me can prove that. You have a burying ground, I think somewhere have a Waltampa Chinese cemetery. The Chinese been here. And then like I yesterday, the Chinese, and last year the Chinese come here. The Chinese,
everybody will have sent most of the Chinese there from green slavery open discussion.
From long time. Yes, exactly.
Chinese are Indian a part of Jamaican history as far back
as far back, yes.
The Chinese are in have some little dunce people. If them country, then gone in another country, but across Jamaica, people who come to invest in our country. Me see some signal not so great.
Internet easier move like a PNP.
Yes, me move from the cosmetologist.
We're ready for the clip now, you know, guys.
Let me pay the thing.
From the cosmetologist come, them you see me never want to talk with him. You don't want to talk with the cosmetologist.
You a little bit, man. I'm trying to phone you on the weekend. That's killing us, blood. Yeah, man.
Tom's new to mic.
Go ahead, Kizzy.
Tom's always come in and no mute. Why Sam stay so?
Go ahead, Kizzy. I think I want different
internet
Sam's.
all up.
Like they have not taken from Tel Aviv, they switch one time. That cannot happen under my watch. No Tel Aviv people switch and hold for Labourite, man. How no make that happen, Bridget?
I live in Almontown, you know, you'd have to ask the dancers.
Yeah, but them something can't happen. Because when I go down there, them I say, boy, I just one time that, you know, boss, I chew with it this. There's the people from upper spoilers, no turnout for vote. Them the place are PNP place, you know.
So you have to talk to River now.
Yeah, Bridget, just shock off them something that make we go wrong. If JLP win this election again, them kill PNP. You know, PNP cannot afford to lose this election. So if you are really a true comrade, you can't make that happen, soldier. Oh, that's all. Because me know say you're PNP at all. You couldn't just yeah, some man I say, yeah, I think about to go run for Labourite. Oh, and can't let you to do that. And then think them, I say the people them would have vexed with you about when I say them would have vexed with you. If you do anything with hurt PNP, I can imagine that you are hurt personally. So I can just, you know, I can empathize because I'm not there in the position where you are. But I can just imagine if people they tell you some things and then they won't tell you something else and then not listen to you and it sounds like they have not taken your words and try to investigate where you say the safe way I say true and you have this. They made their own decision. You're a man from there, you can add to my thing.
I'm a man, but not a real man.
Well, see, there you gone, one next up there now. Well, me, you know, dip on that, you know. And the leader make that statement, something like that. Yeah. He must know why him say that though, you know. But you will never hear me out of that. Because me cannot talk about a fellow man like myself and say real. Because that means that me a more man than you. So me couldn't say that. I don't know if it's that he must suggest, you know. And he would have to answer that question there. I did an interview last night with this youth named Andre. And him asked me, and I said, Bridget, I cannot speak on that. And I genuinely cannot, because I never utter those words, and I would never say that. I mean, I see the rationale behind that, you know? I heard that the people from Tel Aviv did switch one time. That cannot happen under my watch. The Tel Aviv people switch and hold for Labourite, man. How no make that happen, Bridget?
I live in Almontown, you know, you'd have to ask the dancers.
Yeah, but them something can't happen. Because when I go down there, them I say, boy, I just one time that, you know, boss, I true with it this. There's the people from up a spoilers, no turnout for vote. Them the place a Peenpee place, you know.
So you have to talk to River now.
Yeah, Bridget, just shock off them something and make we go wrong. If JLP win this election again, then kill PNP. You know, PNP cannot afford to lose this election. So if you are really a true comrade, you can't make that happen, soldier. Oh, that's all. Because me know, say, you're PNP at heart. You couldn't just yeah, some man I say, yeah, I think about to go run for Labourites. Oh, one concert you do that. And then thing them, I said the people would have vexed with you, but when I said them would have vexed with you. If you do anything with hurt PNP, I can imagine that you are hurt personally. So I can just, you know, I can empathize because I'm not there in the position where you are. But I can just imagine if people they tell you some things and then they won't tell you something else and them not listen to you and it sounds like they have not taken your words and tried to investigate what you say. The safe way I say true and you have this. They made their own decision. You're a man from there, you can add to my thing.
I'm a man, but not a real man.
Well, see, there you gone and next something now. Well, me and you dip on that, you know. And the leader make that statement, something like that. Yeah. He must know why him say that though, you know. But you will never hear me out of that. Because me cannot talk about a fellow man like myself and say real. Because that means that me a more man than you. So me couldn't say that. I don't know if it's that he must suggest, you know. And he would have to answer that question there. I did an interview last night with this youth named Andre. And him asked me, and I said, Bridget, I cannot speak on that. And I genuinely cannot, because I never utter those words, and I would never say that. I mean, I see the rationale behind that, you know?
Yeah, Dujon.
Yeah, so
let me add to that. The deceiver talking to the person who he deceive and saying, I can't understand how you feel. You have to understand how you feel because you is the one who pushed him aside. Right? Listen to how them talk. These people say them intelligent how them talk. You didn't know I beg the man and I suck up to him now and see what happened. See what the world see, see what Jamaica see, see what Jamaica hear. People is not stupid.
Them take the youth for eat that, and if I was Lawrence Rowe, I'd release the clip of Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell, and Matt Bowden and
over every bit of milk in it.
Yeah, man. Because how about Steve McGregor then? If that's the case, how about he step aside and allow the youth to carry on because he was there?
Exactly. You deceive the youth, deceive the person, and you guys sit there and talk to the person now. Hear what I say. What you bring would have make me better. Bring what you have and make me better.
Yeah, because them need the youth strength.
You see how stupid them take people for them are deceiver. All of them are deceiver.
The people of that constituency is listening to these people and know that they are backstabbers. You know, and they don't mean them the people any good. They are there only because they want political power. Because here I'm gonna say if Labour win, they will kill PNP. So we not win the last two elections. We not say we are killing on PNP. What is wrong with these people? Father that night.
Yo, big up on yourself, morning, man.
That's my boss. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, man. Go on through me there, go and listen, you know.
So we have another clip also, guys, where the new lady at the Integrity Commission was explaining to the House Select Committee where the House Select Committee where she was explaining that basically no 6 politicians were being investigated per se by the Integrity Commission. I believe they said 20 reports or 24 reports was tabled was being investigated, and 6 was tabled in the House of Parliament, but it never specifically said that 6 parliamentarian was being investigated. So Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, and all the PNP have been lying to the Jamaican people the whole time.
Yeah, Mark Golding said, Mark Golding, as we remember what he said. Andrew, I know that you know the 6 people. Name them, Andrew, name them. So Jamaican people, we heard him say it. We heard the lies that him talk, that him tell everybody. Call him out on it. We don't forget. Him say it. Call it, Andrew, call them name, because I know, you know.
Easy, you can't find the clip there. With the young lady.
I not have that one there, no, but me watch Parliament yesterday. Me have to go see if me can find it. Give me a minute.
WhatsApp.
All
right, send it.
I know that you know. Call it, Andrew. Call it and tell we. So all along, you know it was a lie. So here we go now. Man of integrity, come out and tell the Jamaican people, oh, he was lying to them all the while, lying upon the Prime Minister all the while. Here we catch you now. What you going to tell us now?
I don't think if people will follow me and Mark Golding, I go care, you know. They don't care about decency and they don't care about
him not care. We know a low life that man. We know him not care, but we want the well-thinking Jamaican them who's listening to us on our program hear and understand who him is. We want to point him out, push him out and make the public see who him is. The lie we might tell for all these months, he might tell lie upon the man. Here it come now. Here the truth finally come
out now. Kizzy, you get it?
Yeah, Dujon, me get it. Give me a minute.
The truth is out now.
Complaints that it has for the relevant period, and whether the number of complaints based on what was referred to the Director of Investigations, how many of those complaints were actually investigated or closed.
We spoke about 6 parliamentarians and 28 other public officials.
Right, so that would be found on page 13 of the report. What it did in fact say is that there were 6 reports tabled in the Houses of Parliament. So I'm seeing where under declarations and financial investigations and contract procurement or corruption investigations, it says, during the 2023 to 2024 financial year, a total of 20 complaints were advanced for investigation. 19 of those investigations were made by referrals from the Information and Complaints Division, and the other investigation was initiated by the Director of Investigation. 6 reports were tabled in the Houses of Parliament over the referenced period. Of the 20 complaints referred for investigation by the unit, 14 matters were pursued. All cases being pursued are ongoing and are at varying stages of the investigation process, pursuant to Section 33 of the Integrity Commission Act. I am not seeing in that section a reference to there being 6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that there were 6 reports tabled in Parliament.
All right, Kizzy. Okay, Kizzy. Kizzy?
I am just doing a quick search, so I'll just ask if it is that you could just give me your indulgence for a few.
I did ask though that you research for the next meeting. It's just that your efficiencies allowed you to come back faster than I had anticipated. So in order to satisfy what Member Chuck is requiring of you, please take a deeper look, and then at the next meeting we could have that information if it is possible. Now I think we've really exhausted this.
What a something. I tell you, them
Yes,
people are
sir. Yes,
evil
sir.
and wicked.
So
Evil and wicked.
wanna say that
Yes.
they said there is no mention of 6 parliamentarians being investigated for illicit enrichment. Wanna see how PNP wicked, brother?
Yes. Mark Golden. Yes. Yes.
I not just Mark Golding, Dayton Cambridge said it as well. And a lot of others.
Yes.
Damon Crawford also.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So the entire PNP, they are wicked.
Andrew, I know that you know the 6. The illicit the 6. Tell me, Andrew, who can you know? Where is the cheerleaders them now if you come
So
tell
all
me?
along them a run up and down boy elite 6.
Bly.
Me
Where
cut
is the cheerleaders them now if you come now? Huh? Slowly but surely we are point out of the evilness now, no lie and wicked. Eh? Every chance the man get, the man talk about it and tell lie.
You know what happened? You know what happened? I told the Prime Minister, you know, take on the ICA court. That's why them a try for what you call it there? Make sure it's everything in order now before shit hit the fan.
But you know in a report where in a report they said 20 tabled. Hold on. When I know in a report where I said 20 get tabled and I believe 14 was dealt with or in various stage of thing and one was advanced. I better the one there for the Prime Minister. The Integrity Commission, we have been saying this, and their orange draws are now showing. You know, they have blundered, you know, and they are now, we now see clearly that they are working for the People's National Criminal Organization. The Integrity Commission must be dismantled. And when we win the third term, we must set aside all business and dismantle the Integrity Commission, and then we can carry on with whatever we need to do.
Make a law for charge all of them for treason.
We must do that also. You know.
These one of them that speak bad about the country and try to tear down the country need to go to jail. Yeah? If you're one of them.
I endorse that message as well. You know. You can't believe these people, they'll stoop to any law. Any law. Knowing that they come and they will destroy what Jamaica is trying to do for the people of Jamaica. They will destroy it because they do not have a comprehensive plan, you know, and because of political power. Just for Mark Golding said, get Prime Minister to his name. That's all. That's all. Just for get Prime Minister to his name. And we, the Jamaican people, must not allow it. We must fight tooth and nail. Run the clip again, Kizzy. Mother Kizzy. Now we have a ring so to make the people there hear now.
Yes, man. We are riding
like Kizzy drop asleep. Kizzy.
Anybody have a secondary device? Kizzy.
What I say?
Roll the clip again, the Integrity Commission, man.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
Of complaints has for the relevant period and whether
Shower.
Yes, sir.
based on what was referred to the Director of Investigations, how many of those complaints were actually investigated or closed.
Read on it. It spoke about 6 parliamentarians and 28 other public officials.
Right, so that would be found on page 13 of the report. What it did in fact say is that there were 6 reports tabled in the Houses of Parliament. So I'm seeing where under declarations and financial investigations and contract procurement or corruption investigations, it says, during the 2023 to 2024 financial year, a total of 20 complaints were advanced for investigation. 19 of those investigations were made by referrals from the Information and Complaints Division, and the other investigation was initiated initiated by the Director of Investigation. 6 reports were tabled in the Houses of Parliament over the reference period. Of the 20 complaints referred for investigation by the unit, 14 matters were pursued. All cases being pursued are ongoing and are at varying stages of the investigation process, pursuant to Section 33 of the Integrity Commission Act. I am not seeing in that section a reference to there being 6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that there were 6 reports tabled in Parliament.
So, Kizzy, pull up the part there again where you say, I have not seen any reference to 6 parliamentarians. Pull up the part there again. Because we have to make it people there know, because I say
6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that I am not seeing in that section a reference to there being 6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that there were 6 reports tabled in Parliament.
There is no illicit 6. I will not say it.
You don't see how the PNP wicked and lie Jamaica. See? You don't see how they wicked and tan bad and corrupt. See? We cannot allow them anywhere near power if they're going to tell we lie and simple over simple little things like this to gain political power. When they gain political power, what kind of lie them going to tell the Jamaican people them when they do the work of the Jamaican people? Yeah? We have too much of that. We see Bobby Pickersgill said patrol free by 2003. We know in 2025. See? And we have to fix all our patrol them. And today the Jamaican people want to kill the government to fix every road. All of a sudden everybody want every road to fix and then sit down for 19 years. And I PNP and never behave so. And this government has allocated the money, set the money aside, and they have started the work. And people are going like, they can't wait. I see one over Raskelly live this morning named Cosmo. I mercy of God make me not send him up on a FEMA there, because I try to change it for 2025. And that me I tell him. See, me never see him on the
Me go Jamaica one day, and one of them I try get credit for. And them I refurbish Lindsay police station. Me start rub them out. I understand? Them have spread propaganda said that them allocate money for refurbish police station. When the government have refurbish much police station in a Jamaica. So them a do it. Lie and wicked them.
Mark Golden tell we pure lie. And him get away with it every time. I don't know if I cause him white. I don't know if I cause him billionaire status. I don't know if I just because the people hate them one and full of crab in a barrel. But how can Mark Golden depend on every platform last year because he want to win election? Because he want to get the people on his side in the local government. He man them beat every day illicit 6 until they reach a illicit 8. And we have been out there saying there is no illicit 6. I remember saying Michael Phillips and Dwayne Vaz and all the film people and them get charged by IC for whatever reason. Right? And them a tell lie. I say Labourites and illicit 6 and that all the PNP does is muddy the water, use sensationalism and misleading and outright bold-faced lies to the Jamaican people. And every time the people fall for it, I don't know why. God of heaven know, I don't know why.
The people that were done fall for it because the PNP spend a lot of years keeping the Jamaican people undereducated. We never say undereducated. We just barely able to read and write. Because a minute we able to read and write properly, we have to sit through PNP fuckery. Sorry, I mean to swear. You know? You can
No,
see
this young lady now, as she then said no. Right? When them they go in front of parliament, Judge Pantan and the whole of them then go on with themselves and behave like say them above everybody and they not beholden, they not fi answer. Was very condescending and rude. I know they send this little young girl because of it looked like she was some kind of communication
she knew,
position at the IC.
She knew, so they not get to corrupt her yet. That's the problem.
And them have her there tie as she didn't know she a if and but she can't find and you hear Bartlett say, we did tell you to go and do your research to come with the information. So and then he must scratching his head, right? Bartlett is scratching his head because Bartlett a Labourite and he sit there and me know say him have to be bipartisan in that seat, him have to be fair and balanced. But Bartlett Ed Bartlett, our good tourism minister, sit down there and allow the IC to get away with a lot. And that's why my Warmington did have it toss up the last time a Warmington quarrel. Right? Because in a Warmington view and also in my view, I feel like Ed Bartlett has been very lenient in the name of trying to be balanced and not to be there in the space where it look like him take up for government.
Well,
but one thing with truth must come to light.
Me agree with Bartlett, and the reason me agree with him because look now, the truth still come to light. He just a playing role. See? The truth is coming to light and he just a playing role. And we have to agree with that because even though we know if it was a PNP there, they would not have been bipartisan. We're certain of that. See? But me say something to panelists and Jamaica at large. We the people of Jamaica now must start asking these questions. Right? Since Mark Golding said that Andrew Holness knew who the six were, he's opposition leader. I am sure he must be brief to anything that is happening in government. I am certain of it, that he must be brief to what is going on in Jamaica. So he must not come and tell the people of Jamaica who the illicit six are. We must hold him accountable now.
Exactly. He say he know. Him say him know. Him say I know that you know. Right? So it's like how you know, come and name them now. Please name them.
Here, whether we like it or not, guys, good morning again, everybody, and good afternoon and good day. But whether we like it or not, this IC debacle, it really casts a serious shadow, because I can remember even in our groups, you have people coming, but not every Labourite are the same because some of we have different personalities. Some people timid, some people scared. And when a person come out, people feel to think and want. Nobody no one accepts that people can be so blatant, especially people who hold certain position, that they can be so cruel and evil and lie and wicked. So doubt that creeping. I think it's Winston himself. If I know Winston is somebody else, me and them did have one back and forth one morning because I believe if I you Winston, you can correct me or remind me. We were talking and you said people in the constituency, I believe, even Labourites, I believe this statutory thing with the Prime Minister, and I believe about this illicit enrichment because the PNP campaigned on it and they were successful too.
Yes, Kizzy, you are so correct. Me and you spoke about it.
Let me say this, Mr. Winston. I got
good morning to you all.
I got 108 persons here and I got 300 persons on the For You page. Run the clip again, make Jamaica here. That is almost 500 persons. We need to make Jamaica here. So Mark Golding and the PNP, they are liars. Run the clip again, Kizzy.
Of complaints that it has for the relevant period, and whether the number of complaints based on what was referred to the Director of Investigations, how many of those complaints were actually investigated or closed.
Read on it. You spoke about 6 parliamentary and 28 other public officials.
Right, so that would be found on page 13 of the report. What it did in fact say is that there were 6 reports tabled in the Houses of Parliament. So I'm seeing where under declarations and financial investigations and contract procurement or corruption investigations, it says, during the 2023 to 2024 financial year, a total of 20 complaints were advanced for investigation. 19 of those investigations were made by referrals from the Information and Complaints Division, and the other investigation was initiated by the Director of Investigation. 6 reports were tabled in the Houses of Parliament over the referenced period. Of the 20 complaints referred for investigation by the unit, 14 matters were pursued. All cases being pursued are ongoing and are at varying stages of the investigation process, pursuant to Section 33 of the Integrity Commission Act. I am not seeing in that section a reference to there being 6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that there were 6 reports tabled in Parliament. I'm just doing a quick search, so I'll just ask if it is that you could just give me your indulgence for a few.
I did ask though that you research for the next meeting. It's just that your efficiencies allowed you to come back faster than I had anticipated. So in order to satisfy what Member Chuck is requiring of you, please take a deeper look, and then at the next meeting we could have that information if it is possible. Now I think we've really exhausted this.
Boy, Dujan, me hear no pan dip pan Bartlett, but me I tell you say the way or Chuck Shack. Look, if you don't have the video, as a matter of fact, those who want to see the actual video, because sometimes your face say more than what your mouth say. And your face expression is giving it away. Listen, as a matter of fact, me shut my mic. Because Chuck is in a state of disbelief of what the young lady has said. And even Bartlett in a state of disbelief. Bartlett starts scratching head like you don't know what he say.
Kizzy,
So it is as clear as day, you know, that it is
Kizzy,
as clear
I
as day.
also see the video. And there was Chuck seemed like he was in a state of shock. But I said to you, Kizzy, all I do, you know, I blame this on the JLP, you know. I blame this on the JLP. The JLP is failing to do due diligence and communicate with the Jamaican people to counter the falsehoods that are out there.
No, but
Mr. Bartlett sit on that committee.
Mr. Winston.
And behaving like him a decent guy. A decency can't fight PNP politics.
Mr. Winston.
Yes, sir.
You have to respect the position that Ed Bartlett holds on that committee. He's doing his job, and he has taken an oath to uphold that office. See?
But Dujan, why Mr. Bartlett is whatever you say, Mr. Bartlett is doing? Is the PNP doing that? Is the PNP operating in that way?
Listen. We JLP or we the party can't stop PNP from spreading.
We are the accountability and the decency and the integrity of the PNP.
Dujan, me get one I say no. And yes,
one party in Jamaica no, you know, and I get
Bartlett have to see balance and Bartlett have to be fair. But Bartlett have to also see to it that's the fairness and balanceness where he must seek, right? Not damaging to one side. It's supposed to be factual. Don't leave
factual, too much. She just put the integrity commission in her hole.
Yes. You watch the video good, but you watch the video good, Dujan.
Over.
You watch the video good. And you know what happened? Listen to what Bartlett say. In tell her say she figure do her research, but because of her efficiencies, you know what happened? They did not expect the young lady to be so immediately forthcoming with an answer when she was asked that question.
But
You hear?
he must say that because he know the issue where going happen with the integrity commission with her, and he must say to her now, say, listen, I did tell you to go and come back, you know. So if you blundered now, that enough for business. But maybe we are misconstrued, we must say. Maybe we are misread.
When is Parliament going to hold again? When them going to have the next meeting of Parliament?
See?
Anybody know?
Oh, that is the committee, you know. That is the committee. That is the committee. For those who want to see the video, let me tell you now who have it on Twitter.
When is the next sitting?
Parliament is every Tuesday, but I don't know.
Is that the Public Accounts Committee?
I don't know when is the next committee meeting, if it is today.
Because I don't like for know if there's nobody here on our side that is going to ask the question deliberately from Mr. Golding to explain the six that he say he knows, or if not, make sure him have to tell the Jamaican people that he was lying. One out of the two. Either you're going to tell us openly the six that you say you know. And if you can't do that, then tell the Jamaican public that you was blatantly lying.
The video,
That will never have open discussion. That will never happen.
When you finish with Dujan, when Dujan finish with him live, you can go over Junior Nana.
Is that the case of him
account? The video is there.
Is that the case of him on site now? Is that case of
open discussion?
Yes, sir.
What I said to you. The damage had already been done. The damage had already been done.
And here,
no.
Listen to me now. Listen to me, Labourites. Yes, the damage has been done. We are months away from the election now. So instead of we are blaming back, later we are blaming government. Let us put up.
It can be correct.
It can be corrected.
It can be corrected.
Yes, so instead of we are blame party and blame everybody now.
No. I'm not blame anybody. That is what I'm saying to you.
Let me finish the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm saying, you see, even I think a Sunday night, the opposition leader was in Central St. Mary. And he was on the stage with the very same argument.
Yeah, man.
So he's riding it on every parish that he go and a community meeting.
So
and the people are buying it. So the damage had already been done.
So now we have a chance to clear up the thing, Mr. Winston.
Winston.
Listen up, guys.
Winston, wait no man, Winston. I agree.
We don't do a better job on them.
Winston.
They must sleep.
Winston, here we are.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Winston, panel, please just give me a minute, man. Here we are. You are saying the damage is already done. It can be untied. It can clean up. Here we are now. For whenever chance you get to talk to Mark Golding in the public face, put it to him. Rub him face into it when the public can ask him. Since you said, sir, you know the six. One of the two things you are going to do. You are either going to name the six or you are going to publicly tell the people that he was lying.
Open discussion.
Open discussion.
1 second, guys. I just look on it, this is an opportunity to look on it as well, You hear the all time saying that, say you give a man a rope to hang themselves. I'm not going to look on it in a negative way and said, it damaged the party. Yes, there is some damage, but you give a man a rope to hang themselves.
Well, this is
we're going to be seeing a different. We're going to be, trust me.
So
you guys will be seeing different King? when the proper things start.
King, here we are now with the rope.
What's going to become of this? You guys going to see how this damage the PNP rather than the JLP.
King, this is the rope. Yeah. This is what we're going to hand them the rope now. Whenever we find Mr. Gold in the public space again, ask him these things. Don't let it go for our head.
Open discussion.
Yeah, but them have the rope already. They was using the rope and they running with whatever they were running with.
Ask one question, please. Open discussion. Have you seen any journalists or anybody getting access to Mark Golding? You never hear a date and Campbell said on a sentence. They say them have their leader and them protect their leader. Them big and brother protect their leader. Mark Golding is answerable to nobody.
I agree with you.
Interviews. And when he we not open discussion, man. When he finish, when he do talk to anybody, he's talking to people who are sympathetic to them. So those questions are not being asked. remember the whole issue with him birth certificate and when banned, right? It was asked on a platform where Mark Golding underestimated. It was asked on a podcast because no journalist in Jamaica never stepped to him and asked him about these issues. So we don't sit and pretend and behave like say we not journalists there. Because if Cliff Hughes are the only one, or maybe Tyrone, who are asked certain questions of Mark Golding, and they do not speak to Mark Golding. The whole Lawrence Shaw situation over Emily Shields, Dayton Campbell choose figure speak about it.
What we must do now is make
Kizzy, wait now, Kizzy, let me answer this now, Kizzy. Let me answer this, my sister. I understand you're saying no journalist is asking, but can the question be asked in Parliament? Can it be asked in Parliament?
That me said though.
That is what I'm saying. Whenever
Parliament that go fall back pan leaders and pan who they in a Parliament. But
exactly.
The Uncle Smaddy will stand up and talk to him about him birth certificate and put evidence out there was Darrell Vaz and Minister Farmer Minister of Warmington. And Warmington been a say long time. But because everybody write off Warmington as war, both and Kosi and the media demonize him, and even some of our own Labourites demonize him.
True, that is true.
It was looked over until Darrell Vaz put it out there. So even in our Parliament, because when people don't like Cass, they don't like go to the Parliament to deal with Jamaica's business.
She's a member in birth certificate of Canada, then show him out. Did he not know, you know?
Listen.
I can say this, I say. I want to say this.
Listen to me now. Wanna listen to me? We are kind of straight from the point when we want to get that. See? You see the whole statement that this young lady make by saying there were 6 report tables, but none suggested that a parliamentarian was implicated. We must continue to sing this for now till the election comes. See?
I need to go and research what this young lady name, so we can put a name to exactly who is speaking and what is her position in the IC.
They said 22 report was made. 20 report.
Pan can I look for renew him contract him and come talk the truth now. Can no jail pay win the next election. Hey!
What we must understand that the PNP use the IC to hijack the Jamaica Labour Party to create something like a soft coup.
Sure.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but the damage had been done, severely done. Because whether we believe it, yes or no, and only PNP supporters run off a soundbite and propaganda. A lot of GLP voters and supporters go off a soundbite and propaganda as well. And many GLP supporters did believe this rubbish. Whether we want to disregard it, yes, I know. The damage has been done. And what we need to do, the major news media, where most people still depend on to give credible news, need to come out and retract all the well and say about the Prime Minister.
But wait, no, Winston.
You say anything you will happen, you have a beat it till the belly, you know.
But what I'm saying is, here, now that the truth is out, it needs to be questioned. Somebody needs to stand up and question the truth. No, it's not. And the time we are talking, the truth is now out. Yes.
You need a press conference.
Yes. The truth need to be out.
Dr. Visa, man. Dr. Visa, you need a press conference.
Press conference or parliament. The quid need to be questioned.
Listen, we are having press cab this morning. There's a scheduled press cab, the weekly one. We're having it this morning. I bet you say not one journalist I go up there go ask our information minister. Say in light of this information yesterday on the committee that there was no illicit 6 tabled in the parliament. Not one. You know one we bet? Me I bet anyone on €100. He won't.
Sweetie, me not say it not happening. No. What I'm saying, it's supposed to happen. We need it. And that's what we supposed to hammer down now.
Kizzy, I support you. No journalist in Jamaica now ask a question of it.
No, sir,
None of
not
them.
underestimate how powerful we the bloggers are, though. You don't know?
No powerful, no. No, I do
Oh,
better than.
them not understand.
We must put it out there now to make it Jamaican people. Yo, you don't know,
We
sir.
need to start question it.
You know, sir, for my TikTok, me got 1.6 million views for my TikTok.
I say, I do better than the parliament here and them.
What we need to start to do is not what we're going to say, boy, I know them not doing. We don't want to hear that personally. Let me talk from a personal point of view. Me don't want to hear about what people not doing. Me I tell you what we need to do. We need to start questioning it. Now that truth is out, and the talk we are talking now, we know the truth is out, so we need to start questioning the truth now. We are going to stand up behind the truth. Somebody at some point in time have to put that out there to Dayton or to Golden and question it.
Morning, everyone. My input to
Hi,
this.
Casco, morning.
My input to this. DUJON, I'm not saying that bloggers aren't effective, but when you have credible sources that are not putting out this information, then it begs the question if the bloggers are talking the truth or not. And the fact is this, from the onset of this outburst, many persons have lost confidence in our leader as well as the party. No, we have been working so hard, tirelessly hard, trying to debunk this information that they had spread, the propaganda that they have spread. And to this day, you still have people, even JLP people, walking around talking about 28 bank account, talking about SSL money, talking about illicit 6 or whatever 6. And if to this day, despite the bloggers working so hard, trying to gain back the trust in people, and we still having this struggle, just imagine what will happen if the credible media still refuses from putting out the truth. So the point is this, guys. If the Gleaner, the Observer, TVJ, CVM not doing their part, this information is coming like a joke thing.
Listen, listen, Kayasco, where I come because we know so the RJ, all of the name that we are called, the whole of them work for Mark Golden Fred. So they're not going to give no credible information to nobody. So we have to stick at it. It's just simple as that. See, remember now we are saying, we have a lady on video, we are see her face, and she has said. So we must continue to drive home the point that Kizzy, run a clip. See it?
Put it on the billboard. Put it on the billboard.
Upset right now. The way me upset right now, I don't even understand.
Running the clip is running now. We're not going to stop making
for the relevant period, and whether the number of complaints based on what was referred to the Director of Investigations, how many of those complaints were actually investigated or closed.
It spoke about 6 parliament here and 28 other public.
Right, so that would be found on page 13 of the report. What it did in fact say is that there were 6 reports tabled in the Houses of Parliament. So I'm seeing where under declarations and financial investigations and contract procurement or corruption investigations, it says, during the 2023 to 2024 financial year, a total of 20 complaints were advanced for investigation. 19 of those investigations were made by referrals from the Information and Complaints Division, and the other investigation was initiated by the Director of Investigation. 6 reports were tabled in the Houses of Parliament over the reference period. Of the 20 complaints referred for investigation by the unit, 14 matters were pursued. All cases being pursued are ongoing and are at varying stages of the investigation process, pursuant to Section 33 of the Integrity Commission Act. am not seeing in that section a reference to there being 6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that there were 6 reports tabled in Parliament.
Question, guys. Question. Now that we have this,
So I'll
no,
just ask if you could just give me
Well,
your indulgence for a
I
few.
did ask though that you research for the next meeting. It's just that your efficiencies allowed you to come back faster than I had anticipated. So in order to satisfy what Member Chuck is requiring of you, please take a deeper look, and then at the next meeting we could have that information if it is possible. Now I think
You know what pissed me off? You know what pissed me off about this? Because it is unfair to the public that we are not hearing clearly the questions asked. Because I mean, Truck asked the question first, and we can hear Bartlett. But the person who is next on the left side of Chuck asked a specific question, and we can't hear it quite clearly, and that kind of pissed me off. But ah boy.
I think that would be documented somewhere anyway, you know. So we can go back.
That we have this, John, can we now use this to sue the opposition?
No, you can't use it to sue your opposition because listen, anything that is said in the House of Parliament.
They can't sue in the house, Casco.
Yeah.
No, it's not in the House of
Parliament. What Mark Wellen has been saying and Dayton Campbell all over.
Yeah, but
Kizzy,
the allegations and the accusations.
Kizzy, listen to me, Kizzy. If you listen to the clip with Mark Golding Sunday night in Central St. Mary, right? He was saying to the massive that the Prime Minister carried the IC got court to cover up in corruption. That's what the man was saying, you know? That the man was saying. So the Prime Minister have the opportunity now to get that clip, let him liar look through it and sue Mark Golding is still trashing his name. Because they are using it to discredit him.
Because he said on a political platform, he not going to come to nothing.
No, but it's lies, propagandas.
There must be something. We must can access the transcript for this sitting at the committee or the minutes. It must be somewhere about how we can access it to hear the exact questions being asked.
Mark Golding, if we have a majority in our house, we can go and table a motion, or we can go and table a regulation where I go stop misinformation and people can get. We have here England. If a minister mislead anybody,
remember when they came out with
everybody, I am telling everybody the only way and how it can be done. That have to ask the question in reverse publicly. This question have to be asked publicly. And that me tell everybody listen to
open discussion. We don't need to ask anything.
It have to be asked publicly.
Because the Integrity Commission says 6 reports tabled while Mark Golding on his several campaigns from last year.
That's what I'm saying, sweetheart. You don't understand nothing me I say no. It's alright. Me make on talk.
You need to ask him again.
No. You don't understand, baby. So me can't talk. Me don't like fighting my own. So on do the talk.
So let me point out where the lie is. 6 report was tabled.
No, I'm saying to you, listen to John. One more time, you have to say it because we are no man. You have to say it one more time so the young lady can understand. What was said, we now have the truth. And the only way we can clarify the truth is ask the person who been telling the lies publicly.
We hear that open discussion.
Understand?
We hear that, but when I say to you, if you don't listen carefully, the Integrity Commission says 6 report was tabled. It is not the Integrity Commission that said 6 parliamentarian was under investigation. That was Mark Golding.
Exactly.
See? And Mark Golding also, Mark Golding also said that in the House of Parliament. Did he not say that in the House of Parliament?
And that's why I'm saying to you, we need to
say
ask
that
him
in
in
the House of
reverse
Parliament.
now. Listen, no man, you're talking and go over the same thing.
Yes,
You
I
just
believe
said,
we
do
had
you them
asked
people
Answer a question
right
now.
now?
26.
Answer a
Dijon,
question. Did
you
Mark
just,
Golding say that
wait
in
a
a
minute,
Parliament
man.
or not?
The youth, you just tell the people that he
Yeah.
said it in House of Parliament. So
Okay.
what House of Parliament need to do now, just listen to me now, man. Ask him the question now in reverse, now that we know the truth. Ask him, what did you know or you was lying to the people? That is not the only way we can clear up this. Ask the question in reverse.
And we say we hear what you say, Mr. Winston. We hear that.
Mr.
Not
Winston that.
open discussion. We hear what you say.
Him
See?
not say a mistake he make and say.
But wait,
Him not say a
you need to
mistake he
understand.
make.
But honestly, Dujan, Mark Golden they can be sued. This is public mischief that they literally and they know what they're saying. It doesn't go like that. So yes, they can be sued for it. It's a part of our law
So listen to this now.
our law that's what happened.
So listen to this now. You see, because Mark Golding utter it in a House of Parliament, he is protected. See?
So what about when him say it outside?
Well, me no know about outside, but me know that protect him once he said in a House of Parliament. He is protected.
In the House of Parliament, he's protected. But when you say outside, he can he can be sued.
Hold on. When he says something in the House of Parliament, he cannot be sued. But if he set out to mislead the Parliament, the speaker can ask put him on suspension.
In the Parliament.
He can be suspended from the House, right? And if he speaks something on the platform that is a lie and it is assassinating somebody's character, he can be sued.
So we fully armed then, we ammunition up then. And it's about time we start put the law in front of them because them run with propaganda and mislead the entire nation, not to mention the local people, but also the diaspora. You understand?
What we have to think about in Chaos is that, certain little things we have to be. And this is why the Prime Minister now use brute force, he might use the law, because guess what? For him to do certain things, you know what Jamaica go say? Because he's guilty, he might try to cover it up. Or he's a dictator. See? The PNP done set the president already. Or set the presidents. So we must continue as bloggers now. If we lay out the information, we must ring this clip every one and we post it and repost it. We must make it go viral. See, now we must cut out the little part where the lady said, your 6 report was stable, but none of them were parliamentarian. And this is what Mark Golding stood in our noble House of Parliament as a big, fat, dirty, thinking, big gut liar in our House of Parliament. That shows you that he has no integrity. See? No integrity whatsoever, and have no integrity, and he wants to lead the Jamaican people, and he's an absolute liar, but he wants to make the Prime Minister look like the Prime Minister is a liar.
Dujan, my greatest disappointment is what? My greatest disappointment is all the 49 members of the Jamaica Labour Party sit in the Parliament and behaving like all of them are Mr. Nice Guy and let the PNP run shadows over them.
No, we're not going to say all 49.
Jamaica, you see the people that vote in politics in Jamaica, I got to politics we know. We don't know any others way.
Mr. Winston, fight them with fire. Mr. Winston. At some point in time, we're going to change, don't we? See Everett Warmington come out and he say, and we also see Perennial Charles come out. We also see Karen. We see Currency, we see whole heap of people come out and say a lie them at tell. We see Venetia come out and say a lie them at tell. Whole heap of people come out and say a lie them at tell. Juliet Colbert Flynn come out and dispel a lie rumor. G2K come out and say it as well. So what more no want? When we are going to gutter politics, Mr. Winston?
Somebody feel lock up the John. That is what we need.
Well, somebody could have get locked up, but it's the John.
The problem is, John, DLP always like PNP bully them out of power. It will happen again. Whether no one believe it, yes or no, if we continue on the same path, we have been bullied again. We bully 89 and we bully 2011 with when the Manhattan fell trial of one. PNP, not for only live overseas, I would never even
Winston,
understand what was going on the ground.
Winston. It's not, but Winston about with them talk about overseas. You can't them talk about live overseas.
I live it and I feel it.
Please, don't attack.
Right? I'm not attacking anybody. I am not attacking anybody. I'm not personalize my argument, Kizzy. But I remember.
1 minute, Winston. I will just say this. I mean, not worry, move people are wagwan, but nobody start the foolishness. Winston and Kiasco, what they are saying is valid. And we know everybody understand the politics different and everybody fight. Winston is a party worker, independent ground, right? He knows and I am in total agreement with him. And we don't like when nobody Labour rights. We don't like when 1 minute, Dujan, may I finish, please? We don't like when nobody lay no farmer criticism against our own. Me myself don't like it, but sometimes truth is truth, right? And I have been saying it for a long time. Let me tell you, not enough people, the 49 will sit down in the house. Yeah? If I never, we as bloggers sometime a push back and a fight, PNP run over a long time. And a truth. Because our people are playing decent politics. While a gutter politics, PNP fight, and that the majority of voters follow and listen. And Winston is correct in my opinion.
At some point in time, we have to do better as a nation, and it starts somewhere. See, and moderators, whoever is moving persons from the box, please stop doing that. See, if I'm not telling you if you take down nobody, don't take down nobody. Stop it. See, now open discussion and whoever got taken down and send back on a request. See, now I am saying to the Jamaican people, instead of we play the blame game, the PNP don't spread the propaganda and there's nothing we can do because we see say IC did a work with the PNP. Then don't spread it. Now we get the truth. And by a miracle, by an act of God, the young lady read something when we not believe she did for read. And that is why you see shock. See? Now we have a truth. Why we are blame a go back over party? We Prime Minister party can do about a lie we Mark Golding tell. He might want big man and he might tell lie.
He might come out now, Dujan and Kariki. He might come out now and point it out. Yeah, listen, all we love Andrew Holness, and we know say Andrew Holness is a genius. He is a political genius and a very smart man. Yeah? And one thing, sometimes people complain and saying soft and in this and that, it's just that he fight differently. But you see, while he fight differently, yes, enough time, Dujan, we see Marcus Garvey get vindicated now, how much is years after the system beat him and kill him. And as Kenya would have said, we have to fight differently. When Andrew Holness win, he can come present to Jamaica new way and talk about new and different. But when they're over the opposition bench, when you sit down and make lies and demonization, put you out of government, there is no winning after that. You know, you're Stephen McGregor say? Steve McGregor, me know I mix him up with the producer. Steve McGregor, former policeman, we are run for PNP now. He say if JLP win, we are gonna kill Labourites. We are gonna God, the way me upset me all chat nonsense. He gonna kill PNP, right? You see the mentality now. This is a 63-year-old man who are run, who PNP put on the ballot. And that is his mentality. That is his way of thinking. Right? And no wake up and see a sudden thing. They go to the extreme all the time. Right?
Yeah, as
Punko should say, we are play chess when PNP are play NFL. When they don't knock you out and damage your brain. You can't, what kind of chess move you are going to make? Anyway, me not take over your life, so make me mute.
So why Mr. Winston I say we must play the gutter politics as well then.
Give me a minute.
Right now, Mr. Dujan. You can't go to a gunfight with knife. You will stand no chance. You have to fight battle for battle, stone for stone. That's how it go.
But listen, we have seen the Prime Minister playing chess and he work every single time. Every single time he improved to be right. Every single time. And he not go out and fling a big stone and fire and a shot.
Me understand this, but here what happened. Andrew Holness alone cannot win JLP election. You understand me? It takes a team. He is the face figure of the party, but we have a back burner we have to work so him can win. So whether him play chess or him play NFL or whatever, if those behind not doing the work what them supposed to do, no care how good income, everything already damaged already. So what will we do now? What will they do now? That's why I say some of them need to lock up so people can see. Say if you mess with law, you go in a trouble.
Yeah, but
that is why the laws are there to govern certain things.
The climate is such where if you lock them up, what you think the people them are gonna say? The same people them we know say ignorant and done. So what do you think them are gonna say?
The point is this, Lujan, you're not gonna get locked up same time. But once you take the matter to court, then eventually them will get locked up.
Yeah,
so it's just in the next direction.
Freedom of speech and Andrew a dictator. That don't want to hear.
But Dujan, right now the prime minister is trying to clear his name and put the facts out there in court. You see what happened? You see the case I put off. You know the next time that case I go here in court in October. When is our elections due? That means to say that cloud of doubt by those who buy it and fall for it will not be cleared to the Jamaican people.
We have to push you out there now because we get the truth by I don't know if I by accident or what, but we basically got the truth this morning. See?
Alright, morning, may I try to say something?
We are gonna do with party now. We remember say we are gonna do with party now. This is our party now. We're passionate about this, But we feel vindicated because
I am sure Marlon, when you Marlon something another will address it. Marlon Morgan will address it. And if we continue to talk, remember, yesterday I'm on my live, or day before yesterday I'm on my live, and I say, Abs Green, I say, George Wright, I see the Prime Minister live, sitting past 3 live one night time. Them I listen to it. See? So we continue to talk and put out what we put out there. Them are here. I don't just believe, no man. No believe.
Well, give me a thought. Alright. May I understand what everybody has said. I tend to agree with Kizzy discussion and winner. Because listen to what my belief is. The truth slip out there by some, I don't know, I have to say, what Peter Bunting said, some divine intervention, right? But where I understand where open discussion and Kizzy has said, and I agree with it. The top ranks of the party, the leader and the MP, them, the ministers, somebody need to ask a question whether in the parliament or upon the press conference, because people tend to follow the leader. When Mark Golding talk, everybody fall in line. So when my prime minister just needs to come out or somebody, Minister of Information, and say, well, this has been going around for so long. Now it is known that there was no illicit sex. What the leader have to say, then the bloggers can run with it and everybody else. But you have to give the bloggers ammunition.
This is not a job for the leader, embrace, This is not a job. This is a job for the
community. Not necessarily. Listen to me.
Listen, embrace. The Prime Minister cases before the court, he can't really say nothing.
No, but this is a difference.
Guys, hold on, guys. May I say this? Let me give that a bit of information. Yeah, because today a press cab, right? We no need to start write the question, structure the question. We need the name of the lady and we need to bring it to the attention of our information minister, Miss Dana. And the Naomi Francis, she is the press secretary of office of the Prime Minister. We need to start tag her, write her, email her, and point out this development to her and tell her, say, we need an answer from the office of the Prime Minister in light of this, with all the allegations being made about illicit 6 and illicit 8. We need clarity and we need it from the office of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister himself now speak, but she, Naomi Francis, she is our press secretary from the OPM. She needs to address it. So we need to start go there for them. Since as we know, said the journalists in Jamaica now go do it, then we need to put our people under pressure to answer that question.
But that me say for a man, you know, we can't. There's so much we can do. We are a blogger. We are gonna continue to do it. But this is not a job for the Prime Minister.
And the next thing to do, John, and every panel, it's full time now. Then let Mr. Warmington continue to do what he used to do. Let go Mr. Warmington, make him do and do.
100%.
You understand? Let go the man, make him out there.
I'm in full agreement with that.
You know, Mario, I can say this to you. Jamaica Labour Party will not gain one vote because I know the landscape of Jamaica, how we vote. Jamaica Labour Party will not get one vote and plain decent. Yeah? Because I can tell you there are certain demographics of this society that do not vote. And no matter what government perform, and no matter how government operate, they will still not vote in. So, who will vote? Are your grassroots people them. Are your grassroots people having enough of what is taking place. The party taking too much battering and then sit down in a parliament and let the PNPs running shadows over us. And then now say nothing. And it's making the work very hard for us who work the ground. Right? Them not understand the pressure. Not even my MP not understand the pressure that we have to go under every single time we go up on the ground and work the ground.
Problem is, Mr. Winston,
talk with the people them.
You know what the problem? When PNP in a government, they left government business and deal with them party and then grassroots. When JLP in a power, this is why Jamaica developed so much and so rapidly under JLP, because we take care of the people's business. See? Now, the persons who are charged with looking after the party, see, the chairman and others, them need to go out and do their job and shadow the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has done the face. Andrew well popular, brother. See? No matter what you hear me that say I know, and everybody love Andrew Hollis.
No, we know he's popular, Dujan. There is no doubt about him being popular. But we have to admit this thing that the PNP has been doing for the past 2 years has cast a lot of doubt and shadow, even in the strongest minds, is the truth. Right? Because anything we repeat over, after a while it's seeping and creeping. I want to tell you guys to say engage young Jamaicans. When you see young Jamaica, them have accounts on Instagram, every part, and them very active. Them active right now more than G2K. When you start tag them too in this story and ask them, they will look into it. They will respond even quicker than anybody else. So anybody, if you don't have no link to nobody, no member who is from young Jamaica, please engage them and reach out to them.
So guys, for persons who are just come on, who just come on to the live, you know, there's a clip out there with a young lady before the what do you call it, the select committee.
Giant committee.
Giant select committee. See?
Giant Select Committee.
Giant Select Committee. There's a young lady who works for the Integrity Commission, and she is purporting that 6 reports were tabled before our parliament in Jamaica. But none of the 6 reports said that there was a parliamentarian involved. Not one. So Comrade Mark Golding and his PNP, his PNCP, the People's National Criminal Organization, our PNCO, see? Have not been telling the Jamaican people the truth. They have been lying to the Jamaican people all along, like we have been saying. There is no illicit 6, and the PNP have been telling lies. See? They are telling lies on the government.
I will play it again for those because the numbers have gone up significantly. So I am willing to play the clip again at your request for those who just joined the live.
Go ahead.
Mute, look at the mute.
Of complaints that it has for the relevant period, and whether the number of complaints based on what was referred to the Director of Investigations, how many of those complaints were actually investigated or closed.
Rita spoke about 6 parliamentary and 28 other public officials.
Right, so that would be found on page 13 of the report, what it did in fact say is that there were 6 reports tabled in the Houses of Parliament. So I'm seeing where under declarations and financial investigations and contract procurement or corruption investigations, it says, during the 2023 to 2024 financial year, a total of 20 complaints were advanced for investigation. 19 of those investigations were made by referrals from the Information and Complaints Division, and the other investigation was initiated by the Director of Investigation. 6 reports were tabled in the Houses of Parliament over the reference period. Of the 20 complaints referred for investigation by the unit, 14 matters were pursued. All cases being pursued are ongoing and are at varying stages of the investigation process, pursuant to Section 33 of the Integrity Commission Act. I am not seeing in that section a reference to there being 6 parliamentarians being investigated. But what I have found in the document thus far is that there were 6 reports tabled in Parliament. I'm just doing a quick search, so I'll just ask if it is that you could just give me your indulgence for a few.
I did ask though that you research for the next meeting. It's just that your efficiencies allowed you to come back faster than I had anticipated. So in order to satisfy what Member Chuck is requiring of you, please take a deeper look, and then at the next meeting we could have that information if it is possible. Now I think we've really exhausted this.
So I was just told, guys, that the reason why Member Bartlett said that they were out of time. You know. However, you know, we would have seen now that the forensic report that 30 million Jamaican dollars, taxpaying dollars, was spent on the Prime Minister's report to be audited or to be investigated by a foreign entity. We are now seeing that the Integrity Commission cannot bring that to the fore because there were no parliamentarian being investigated. They are trying to, you know, do a political hit job on him in aiding the People's National Criminal Organization. You know, and that is facts. Go ahead, panelists. Whoever want to come in next. Come through that straight.
Yes, man. Morning. Why I tell you. Yeah, good morning again, and you know, show all the Labourites. Winston, I was listening to you earlier on, you see. I understand clearly the things that you were saying. But what I want to tell you is that I don't think the members of the Jamaica Labour Party is going to sit back as in time pass and watch the PNP trying to demonize the leader of the party. No, sir. Let me tell you this. Warmington may be a fire, you know. But you need to take a look at Darrell Vaz. But Darrell Vaz is not a normal man you see in there, you know. Darrell Vaz is a dynamite to the PNP. Yeah? So when you talk about relax, the JLP members are pretty much relaxed. The JLP, the selected people that offer them service under the Jamaica Labour Party are people of integrity, you know. And when you have people of integrity, them now go just jump to conclusion with getting at themselves and just dump into conclusion like what the PNP, the members of the PNP does. Right? The members of the PNP are hasty. Them not really look back at the thing before them come out with their argument. The moment them hear something, them just run with it and create an argument out of it. And the end of that argument is always some false narrative or misinformation, and then it get into the mind of the people, which they want to do, yeah? The lies get into the mind of the people and resonate there, and then you have these PNP vloggers and supporters begin to run with all of this now, and then put pressure upon we now, yeah, to try to pour water upon what they are saying. Yeah, pour water on what they are saying and try to fix it and fix the mind of the Jamaican people. You understand me? Me understand clearly what you say, but it not go happen this time, Winston. It not go happen this time, Winston. Not at all, sir. Jamaican people wake up and the meticulous operation and wisdom and prudence of the Prime Minister. Just watch how the man is working. Watch how the man is approaching everything. You understand me? One of the things that he's about to do now is giving a grant for people whose house has not been completely, that were devastated, whether by the hurricane or otherwise. People are going to get grant now to fix up them house.
Dujan, take my box, because I want to say something, but me and know something. Take my box.
Alright, G.
That is strength. I hear what you're saying, and I respect your opinion 100%. But my experience that I have is different.
Look here, that is strength. That is strength. 1 minute, please, sir. You see, sometimes we have to understand the point where a person is arguing from. No, that is strength. I know you are not a party worker. You are a Jamaica Labour Party supporter and you're out there. Yes, you talk with the everyday man. But Winston's job is to bring in the vote. So you see, Winston's job, Winston know where he have to deal with. He expressed it earlier. So a person who is out there who actively bring persons go vote, they don't face the same thing like what me and you would have face. But see, Punkus Naibax, me shut my mouth.
Well, I give Punkus away, but let me say something to Mr. Winston. Mr. Winston, you know, a lot of persons, you know, might be faltering. I am imploring you to still go out there and do your work. If you don't do it for MP, do it for Andrew Holness. He deserve it. He might do a good job for the country. And we have to move to the mind. You know, sister PNP, no care what we tell them, there's a time come.
John Winston, I go do it for MP. Daryl Vaza, Winston MP.
Whatever the problem is, whatever the we're certain for lose 2 seats. I was certain for the MP. See? Come in, Punkus.
Yeah, man, I'm not stay long. Morning, people, and thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to say something to you. When you realize there's a select amount of persons who make public utterances on issues in the JLP, right? And in the PNP side, anybody can say anything, and you realize how often them talk nonsense and put them foot in their mouth. Because with the JLP and every MP, so like Karen can't come talk on the IC issue. You understand me? Because the party select persons who can speak on specific issues. That's why I say Cuthbert speak on certain things. That's why I say Robert might speak on certain things. That's why I say what's your name? The Minister of Information speak on certain things. So anybody, they're not allowed to speak on certain things because that's not their role. Them role as MP affect in them constituency. So none of them people say, oh, the MP them now come say nothing. Because they're not allowed to do that because that's not their function. Because you can't have every enough of you know. You can't have anybody that say anything. You understand me? So who are designated to speak on behalf of the party on particular issues, they will speak on the issues.
What me I say is, whatever the issues is, we must continue to stand united behind our leader, regardless, because them are do it for Mark Golding. No care what we tell them, then say time come. No care what we tell them, then say time come. So a time come for Jamaica Labour Party supporter united and stay united. We not falter. We are go war to it death, and that we say. See? So
yeah, and I want to add to it. Sorry, Dujan, me not interject, but nothing makes the point. Punkus come up and he explained something. And when he explained that at government level, but every Jamaica Labour Party member, every Jamaica Labour Party member, them can, whether they sit in a parliament or not, they can speak out against atrocities done by the PNP and protect their leader. Because at the end of the day, the party farm government. So we not talk about who designated with what, and yes, I mean, no enough of politicians, them, they don't want to put themselves in a position like them are overstep on nobody else's role. That is understandable. But every single one of them can talk. For a peer people. All right, let me say this. I wake up this morning, and
Then
when I
Kizzy,
wake
what
up,
would be the point of a communication team then if everybody can talk?
all right, let me shut up. Well, point, because I'm not going to argue with you now.
Yeah, so there's a hierarchy to it thing. This is a government. This, yes, man said
Right,
there's
that's why we
persons
are
who are,
called the elitist party. And
yeah.
because we place too much value upon hierarchy.
But not
And
everybody
then
will see a attack
and then
over
the entire
PNP.
PNP, Mark Wall in all and shadows them, a fight one cause. And
Yeah,
few people
because
are not sit down and fight back.
but we have to remember, you know, because it's a desperation of cause that because they hungry and kill them and then can't put their hand in a kitten. See? So we have to remember that. But there's a team, there's a structure to things. So we have to work with that. Yes, we hear what everybody has said. See? But we can't expect everybody to go out there go say things. No. Some people are going to blunder and talk on things what they don't know. See? And every MPC out there go internal meetings. You know.
Lester Morgan is hated because he is one of them who defend the Prime Minister to the ground. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn is hated because she does the same. Me can tell you, say, any issue across Jamaica, the two of them, right now, Nesta Morgan kind of take a seat back, and he's not actively speaking on issues as him used to do, right? And there's a reason for it, not just because he's not informed, or not just because he's no longer the information minister, but because even Labourites attack him, right?
All Warmington took his in.
Warmington too. No, Warmington no do social media and these things.
Then because man have a different role now, Kizzy, and the man probably have fix up in constituency because then that's saying that.
No more all on, but let me shut up.
You have a different role now, so we have to understand that and somebody take over that role. So we have to give that person the opportunity to fulfill that role. You see me, I say, I know, you don't know what we are talking about, if you shut up or whatever. We just a reason on a level. There is a structure to things and we have to make it fall in place. Now, everybody want the party to get up and uproar and this and that. I know so we are dealing with things anymore. It worked the last 2 times, so why can't it work?
Why the truth? Why the truth and defending yourself have to be classified as an uproar? Who did say nobody thought they're gonna be viral?
Kizzy, but has the party come out and said anything?
Not yet. We're not just here about this thing. We just hear about this thing.
Has the party come out and said anything?
Jamaica not fully wake up yet. We only just hear about when we get this video and yesterday we see this video. Jamaica not wake up yet. Why rush? Huh? We're gonna deal with the thing, man.
Alright, make them move like snail then.
Now look at patience and trust in our leadership. We leadership are gonna deal with the thing. What I'm doing.
The fact is this, I don't want them to believe in everything.
You see, the thing is me come on live this morning.
And to always be the one where I feel come out and debunk things. And his responsibility should not be doing that.
Well, I know we come on this morning to talk about the lie that Mark Bolin tell, and we end up in a situation where we are talking about leadership of party and communication. And that we feel talk about. We feel talk about the lie what Mark Bolin tell the Jamaican people, and that we supposed to talk about.
Dojan, let me say something to you. I respect the topic that you want to discuss. But at the same time, if the supporters and the workers of the party see things in the party that need to be tightened up because we are in an election here, when are we going to discuss it?
We not dismiss that.
Because let me say something to you, Dojan, how this thing works. If you are called to a workers' meeting and you as a supporter and a worker for the party see discrepancy in the party, are in the member of parliament and you are not satisfied, them are going to tell you at the same time, say, this is not the place I know this is not the time to discuss that. So I am asking the question, where is the democracy then, where the people have a choice to voice their opinion
So you
and
can't voice
speak
your
of
opinion
things
Portland.
that them see where the party is falling down on.
Mr. Winston.
We are saying that we know over the years that the JLP is a leader-centric party. But at time now for us to turn away from this. That's why the PNP always attack the leader of the party and try to discredit them. And every time that happens, and if they are successful in discrediting the leader, the party will lose traction and eventually lose election. And the same thing happened to Bruce Golding.
Hold on.
Every member of parliament have a duty to pull them weight.
That happened to Bruce Golding, Mr.
Winston, I need to cut you there. I need to cut you in there. No disrespect. Good morning, everybody. I have been listening. You see, and one of the things that I realize with us, you see, sometimes we allow some things to cause us to say some things without even thinking properly. I am a worker, I am a supervisor, I'm a delegate in the party. See? And I kind of understand what you're saying. But let me say, we can do like the PNP. Not because the PNP may come out and I make a whole heap of nice. Right now, PNP is being looked at in a different way than it was people used to look at them within running up to the local government election. A lot of people are finding out that what is being said by the PNP and what they are doing are merely lies and all of those things. The party as a machinery, the Labour Party as a machinery. And so when that machine ready to start, it is going to start and it's going to hit the ground. Although we're in an election year, it does not mean that we have to be up and down all over the place, because you have to know, you see election, you have to know how you deal with the election. You can't just out there every day just to do certain things and so it work when it comes to election. Me, I work election years. And I'm saying to you, the party will deal with what is to be dealt with at the right time. We have a leader that we put so much trust in because we see how his capability of getting things done. Now, if we believe in the leader, bro, let us give the leader enough time to do what he's doing.
Exactly.
Because remember, the government cannot be running up and down all over Jamaica yet have the country business dealing at the same time. Now, we understand that yes, we want to get certain things done, but let me tell you something. Bobby Montague isn't the chairman for just being a chairman. Bobby Montague knows what the duties of a chairman is. And I am absolutely sure that the parties having all their executive meetings and they are implementing plans and strategies to deal with the election. You think the Labour Party want to lose? Hold on, let me just finish. So at the end of the day, bro, we can't panic, because the moment we sound like we are panic, we they give the PNP ammunition for people to say there's problem with the party, bro, when there's no problem.
You can say something?
Maybe Mr. Winston have problem down at Portland. You have problem down at Portland, Mr. Winston?
Winston, left them at them talk. Left them at them talk. You insult the man right now. No, left Winston make them talk.
You can say something?
Kizzy, hold on, let me say something. Kizzy, you're somebody I always listen to and rate for when you talk. I mean, always. But listen, we don't always right. And not because certain things. Sometimes you may have a belief, but it don't always means that what you believe or what you think you know. That's how it is.
Robbie, I'm going to ask you. Hold on,
let me say this 1 minute, please. I'm going to say this, Mary, and then I'm not more to say. Don't be rude to Mr. Winston. And no problem
being rude to Mr. Winston. I am not being rude to Mr. Winston.
Robbie?
I'm not rude. No, I'm not rude.
I don't think we are speaking on the same things. And this is the issue with a lot of labor, right? Sometimes when and Winston pointed out, him say when you got a meeting, then say it's not the place to discuss it. If we talk here, so it's not the every time you hear is not the place to discuss it. A different argument on attack. Nobody has said nothing
So
wrong
Kizzy,
within the party
alright,
or
let me say
whatever.
this at you.
We are talking about all right, let me shut
So
up.
me
That
say
talk,
something. The Prime Minister said just 3 days ago in Westmoreland that the party has done its internal polling and all of the discrepancies that happened during the local government election, the party has worked on it and straightened it out. Separate and apart from the thing with Moreland Wilson. So are you guys, are you and Mr. Winston now saying that Andrew Holness is lying?
Dujan, nobody is saying that our Prime Minister is lying.
Dojan, you would not
Problem.
want me to honestly answer that question. So don't ask me. Ask me this, Maddie.
You know, guys. Well, let me tell you something, see. I can defend. I can defend anything that I say, you know. I can defend it. But I'm just trying to keep my cool.
Alright, hold on, Mr. Winston. Let me hear from Ian. Go ahead, Ian.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, yeah.
Me kind of have to support Kizzy because he's a man with the on the ground. I know a lot of things. You see, the full JLP, we're too silent. The PNP is allowed to go around with any nastiness, any dirtiness. You think them not benefit from it?
Of course.
You think them just go around and say it and not get no benefit?
Let me say something to you. Hold on.
I'm not done talk. By the time election come, the amount of narrative we're in the people them head, especially the one them we done. The done one them still a go vote, you know. The done one them still a go vote. That's my point.
So the whole time we there with them on social media all the way. That means insanity then. Cause all the way there spill a narrative and
exactly.
If you tell because I wanna say, you know, yes, we had a knock in a local government election, but I believe that we gain background. I don't see Mark Golding have no credibility in Jamaica. Maybe I'm wrong, like persons I say.
Dujan,
yes.
Dujan, you see the thing about it that I let me tell you something.
We must
understand. In every constituency, every division, you're gonna always find people not satisfied with something. But even though that may be the case, it does not necessarily mean that the party is not in good stead and the party is not doing what you're supposed to do. Because somebody tell me one thing I find with us too. Sometimes when we not get the thing to go, oh, we want it to go, we try to say it now go right. And the means because it now go, oh, we want it to go, it not right.
Alright, Robbie, make Mr. Winston come back in now. Come back in, Mr. Winston. Because I did cut him off. I'm tired to tell you in a labor, right? You don't see PNP do them sitting here, you know. They not do it. They full heart. Even when Julian Silvera kill his wife and they know say him do it. They not them back them party 100%. Why we always feel like we higher and mighty than though we can't fall in place? Why reason? Go ahead, Mr. Winston.
No, do that. Me I go and listen.
Yeah, can better you not say nothing because you know take it the wrong way, guys.
No, Kizzy, hold on there. We are not taking it the wrong way.
What is being said, right? Because a lot of you are in denial that what the PNP has done over the past year and two has damaged the Prime Minister's reputation. You don't know what accept that.
It has damaged the Prime Minister from a company live. Me I tell you, say come on for this.
Kizzy, I'm not going to say it didn't. I never said that.
It has damaged the Prime Minister, it did. And from a company live, me I tell you, say, no come on for this party blaming business and talk about the lady who say there is no illicit sex. And he continue to go back to party. What is wrong with you now?
No, Dojan. We're not going to party and we're not blaming the party. We do not understand, and that's what I'm telling you. So we are speaking about
somebody fear up a box for classic there for me, please.
But that's why I say we are speaking about two different things, Robbie. Because we are not blaming the party, right? The argument started from who is going with open discussion. Say who is with the journalists or whomever need to highlight this. We see the crime rate in Jamaica decline by how much is percentage, and no major
And them the things that we
newspaper
talk
did
about.
not publish it, right? And then when they finally did publish something on Sunday, I think it was on the second last page of the Gleaner, they post about the reductions in crime. What we are saying is, us as bloggers alone, right? Because people already know who we are. They must say we are come out and a defend we party. But if it is not coming from other so-called sources that people deem to be reputable and credible, when we are saying it will fall on deaf ears.
But what we are gonna do about
Right?
that, Kizzy?
So we need to see more. We need to see more from the party in terms of the defending of this situation and fighting PNP propaganda. It's not enough for we alone as bloggers put it out there, send out the video, call the lady name. If nobody from the party, whether Marlon Morgan or whoever else from the communication
this only happened
task
last
force.
evening, you know, Kizzy. This only happened last evening.
Dujan, understand. The young lady just spoke yesterday in Parliament, yeah? So we know this only happened just yesterday evening. But the demonization of the Prime Minister is an ongoing thing. It has happened a long time, and we know it. We did not need this young lady now to come admit this in a Parliament, because I am going to say this to Uno, whether Uno like it or not. The truth is, every single information we're out there where PNP are used to demonize. Uno not think the Jamaica Labour Party have access to the facts and the counter, and are we there in a government?
So let me ask you a question, Kiz.
Hold on, Rabbit.
Hold on, little John.
Go ahead, Rabbit.
The Prime Minister. All right, go ahead, John.
Yeah, so the Prime Minister would have stand in Parliament and almost in tears, telling the Jamaican people that he served them for 30 years with the utmost integrity. Is that not enough, or should that not be enough? Everything PNP say we're supposed to run behind right now, because say PNP say Andrew Wallace about
no, it can't work. So Dujan.
Dujan, listen. I'm saying something, Dujan.
Yeah.
From my knowledge, I have from politics, without any shadow of any doubt, Andrew Wallace is the most successful Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica, and anybody can go check history. And so therefore, it is incumbent of every member of Parliament who on the JLP ticket should defend and guard this Prime Minister from every negative views out there. So every time the PNP come with a false narrative, somebody should have out there to counter it and provide the facts. And we are not, we as a supporter of the party and a worker and a delegate of the party, I am not seeing that happening.
So Winston,
not being, we on social media defend the party more than the parliamentarian them. And the
Winston,
defend the
Winston.
Well, man, let me talk, man. Let me talk.
No, Winston. Well, on there. Dujan, one question me want to ask then. Since everybody has said that nobody not defend the Prime Minister, I know it's different. But anyways, let me say this. And the Prime Minister is the person's name that is being banded all about by the PNP. The Prime Minister is everywhere all across Jamaica. Now, it is his name that is being banded. And the Prime Minister himself not even to pay attention to most of these things that is being said. Don't you believe that the Prime Minister would have had conversation with his MPs or everybody? Because we don't understand Andrew and we Andrew in a heap of chatting and calling up a name and this, you know. He's not the type of person like that.
I say, Robbie, the PNP want to distract we from our work so they can say we not do nothing.
Exactly, and that cannot be. You can everything the PNP said go jump up. Me understand say yes, people must defend the Prime Minister because he's at the best we ever see. We know that. But guess what? The Prime Minister will speak with his cabinet members. Andrew and somebody will love the black.
Rabbit, hold up on a minute, let me say something for 30 seconds. We Me and you know, and everybody who are present here this morning, know that the type of society that we are, right? Jamaican people, majority of us, is of a perception that if somebody talk ills of you, and if you don't say anything, I show you're guilty. That's how Jamaican, most of us, that's how most of us think. That if people talk ill of you and you hold your peace and you counter it, then claim say you're guilty. So I am
I
saying,
understand that,
when the
Winston.
false narrative put out there,
Classic coming.
we have to counter it. If we don't counter it, it will give the perception like we are guilty.
Yeah, but the Prime
And
Minister
we cannot overlook this, Robbie.
But the Prime Minister does not like that type of politics.
Robbie, hold on a second, because I've been trying before, Classic, before you come in, I've been trying to say something. And guys, everybody know this. Me dey out on the road, me dey in the streets. You understand? Me coming like the white line. And what Kizzy and Winston is saying, guys, just understand what they're saying. Don't think, I mean, not understand all I think at the present moment, but what they're saying is completely right. I am in the field,
bro.
I can talk about it.
I know you alone out in the field, bro.
Virgin, remember those
There people here they canvas at 2 o'clock early morning.
I really upset about this. Because I find it really interesting how we start off the program. And we get information for use in many ways than one. But we always find it very, very interesting to move from that point where we have something strong and we try to deflect and put blame game on our own party. We always see it happen. And you know what interesting also is that if, say, for example, the argument that is being said right now, a man like Father Rusty did up here say it, he would have get beaten all angles. And this is why I'm always saying it seems as if there is tears when it comes to who blogs and who says what. You understand? Because on many occasions, we say something similar to what is being said. And we hear people jump up and say, no, don't do it, don't do it. Allow the party to do what they are doing. You understand? And for more than half an hour, it's the same thing with upon. So, what is right and what is wrong now? And where do we stop?
Right.
Where do we stop?
After Classic, can I say something?
Right now.
You finished, Classic?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
All right, look here. Once again, I understand what you guys are saying, but it's not everything the party can come out and defend, because there are so many lies telling out there. But once again, I have realized that Mark Bolin, the thing that he went on stage and lied about 6 parliamentarians being investigated by the IC, right? The IC did not come out and say, look here, this is not true, this is misleading information, right? I don't know if any of you spoke about it earlier, but what is going on pertaining to this fella is just keep on coming to the Jamaican people and lying to the Jamaican people, and we are not realizing that, and we are not realizing the impact that these lies are causing in Jamaica itself.
Don't you think that the IC should take some blame also for that?
But that is strength. The IC will not be on the ballot. The IC will not be on the ballot. That is strength.
We are talking about the lie, the spew of the lie from the opposition.
Strength.
Can I say something, please?
Strength. Remember, you know, hold on to that night. Strength, remember, you know, when Greg Chris, they are part of the IC, you know, when them shoot up the man there, you know, I go after him or whatever it was, you know. What did Greg Christie said? Ask the government. Did Greg Christie come under fire by anybody? No, he didn't. So I see now go come and pretty up nothing and say nothing, because I see half of the government as well.
Mario, before anybody else speak, this is what I am saying. The IC just come out and clarify that it was not about an illicit 6, but 6 whatever
reports.
6 reports were tabled in Parliament. But
never say Parliament
before that, the opposition them take it up and appoint to the Prime Minister to say that the Prime Minister knows about the illicit six at that point in time. Why did not the IC come out to tell the Jamaican people, no, the opposition leader got it wrong? It
But
is
they're coming
not
out now.
illicit.
That's what you're saying. But they're coming
But
out now.
no, but
And
they
I
are
understand it.
coming out when how long was he running with that rhetoric?
That
Yeah,
is
but
it. That is
make
what I
I
am
say something,
saying.
please. Yeah, but
Guys,
make
let
I
me
say
Dark
something,
Knight
please.
come in there.
Because
Let
you
Dark
see, I've
Knight.
been listening, morning again and manners and respect. I've been listening to the
Bless
conversation,
up.
and what it sound to me like people are hear and listen for reply rather than understand what each other say. Kizzy and Winston have a point. The party, yes, we get it. We can't run back at the PNP and say lie this, lie that. But sometime when we get these information, like this what happened last night, and not only this what happened last night, a lot of things. Look on the Lawrence Road situation. The party if you use them something here and inflict maximum damage on the PNP. Anybody in the party say nothing about the Lawrence Road situation?
Why when that we know so
Nobody.
them why we know them are gonna damage themselves? Cause them are damage themselves. We don't need to
No,
touch
but
them. We busy
understand that, John. Sometimes you have to stay back and let the enemy damage himself. I get that. But sometimes if we use it and inflict woom upon them too. You
Dark
understand what I'm
Knight.
saying? We're too
Night.
quiet. And
Dark
hold
Knight,
on, let me say
darling.
this. Let me say this one thing. I'm gonna mute my mic. You see the fact that you have a comrade named Mark in the chat to agree with Uno? Uno consider which side on the depend
No,
for
so let
real,
me
for
ask you
real.
a question. The
Very
man
much.
the man we run the JLP information when you Marlon Morgan. We never see him pan nationwide. We not play him pan this alive a dispute.
Well on the Dojan. So Dayton Campbell went on Emily Shields, yeah? And he basically admitted that they had discussions to promise Lawrence Rowe Senate seat and give him board seat palm boarding committee or whatever it called, and also that there was discussions to compensate him with cash. Whether him want dispute the 15 million or say 7 million, he went and admitted that on Emily Shields. Tell me where is that conversation now? Tell me what kind of outrage? No, it affected Jamaicans scared zero. Which is can you imagine? A senator is one of our highest legislators. This is a position where coveted, very sensitive position, right? And then basically sit down and negotiate to pass off that seat to somebody who their own internal integrity test the man fail. And there is no outrage. There is nothing. Dayton Campbell went on the following weekend to host one big Suck Your Mother concert down at Senton. And this is the hypocrisy we are talking about. And this is why I say Jamaica Labour Party and its members sit and allow everything what PNP do to slide away and fade away from memory, because we don't stay upon message, we don't call them out. And when we say we the bloggers, we do our part daily, but our voice is but a small, and we might have one or few people who listen to it and appreciate the knowledge we put out. But the big heads who if we do it, well, when them do it, it make headline. It's not happening, and that's how we have a problem. That is what we are complaining about. Uno say, oh, we have to be selective and we can't be like them, but at the end of the day, it is politics.
Let me ask you a question, Kizzy. What more would I want after Lawrence Rowe himself go on cliff use and inflict damage to the PNP? Tell me what more you want the Jamaica Labour Party to do.
Let me answer you, Dujan. We for have it on the billboards, on the microphone. We for loud it out, blurt it out. Them a talk about corruption, see corruption here in front of the eye. We for call out these things, man. Are true, we too quiet.
So when Lawrence Rowe talk out, we never hear it.
No, Dujan, we supposed to amplify it. Me not blame my party, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know, man. Don't get me wrong. We're not supposed to run around and say, yeah, and no, and sus. No. But we're supposed to use these information.
after
We're supposed to use. But that is when we're
Many
not
people
talking
know
about
say
that
the
right now.
FBI after Dayton Campbell.
But that's the point. We don't know that. Do we know this for sure? Do we know this for sure? All of them something I was supposed to call it out, man. The party, the big wigs, the big heads, them. I'm supposed to call out
Lawrence
these
Rose
things.
Lawrence Rose said they offer him 15 million and Senate seat. Do the Jamaica Labour Party know that for sure?
It come from Dayton Campbell, Dujan.
Yeah, but did them
Dayton
do it for
Campbell
sure
said
Him
before?
said no man.
Senate
Him
seat.
said the money wasn't a part of the
Him said the
argument. But
money,
me not
he
believe
can't so
him.
much speak
Me
about the
not
money.
believe him.
But all of the positions, the seat and all of that is for true.
Yeah, but
All
before
right,
So
look
this
here.
is
Good morning, everyone.
Who in the government would come out and speak about things like
Not
these? That is what I'm
government, not
wondering.
government, not government, no, not government. The
we're
JLP
not talking
party,
about no
the
government.
JLP party held. You remember the press conference where JLP party held when the idiot lied one day go talk about what commission never know about. You remember that? Something
Yes,
Good
like that.
yes.
morning.
That did happen, but it did happen late. Something like that we want.
This is what
Master,
people
good
are getting
morning.
wrong, you know. This is what people are getting
You
wrong.
know,
We're
you
not
know what
talking
is
about
the
Good
about
morning,
government.
everyone. Let me just say something and
morning,
jump off.
morning,
Government do not
morning.
win elections.
Good morning. Let
Government
me
don't
just
win
say something.
elections, none at all.
Mario, let me just say something and jump off. Yeah, morning. Look here, guys. We can't be bickering like that. And listen me, one thing me have to say. I agree with what Kizzy and Winston is saying, right? Listen again. There is a little proverbs about what they will say. God save food, but he not keep them. Look here. Moses was a murderer. David was an adulterer. And listen, they are doing things. The gutter politics what they play sometimes, Jamaica Labour Party have to get down there too. Me don't talk. Bye, later.
All right, I'm showing you something. I know really the JLP is supposed to actually come out and talk about these things. You know why these things are not being amplified? It is because the media, it is the media supposed to run with things like these, you know, on a realistic basis, you know. It is the media also supposed to talk about corruption. It is not people from the Jamaica Labour Party. Yes, I understand what I say. But are the gleaner, are the news media outlet them supposed to put out things
No,
like
but
this when politicians are corrupt?
listen to me I said now. See? The party have a communication arms, and yes, whenever something happens, it is their job to come out and dispel the rumor, which they have been doing. What more we want from the Jamaica Labour Party? We have this conversation over. Look, we get information this morning said there was no illicit six, and look what we stuck on. We don't look for what we stuck on now. And this is how I can't understand with Labour, right? And if PNP did get this morning, said there was an illicit six. Every blogger they on live now and then united. Why we always have to hear for dirty laundry? How about we so?
And that is the reason why when I come up, I start the conversation by talking about the lie where the man go out and tell.
Right
and
about that,
we
John.
divert to this.
Anyway, guys, I go ahead my live now because my phone I got dead. See? So, I big up on myself. Our next Labourite I go start live and probably discuss. My head hot me too. On top of it, my phone I got dead. You see me I say, so big up on myself.
All right, DUJON.